Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day. It is Friday, and we're just going to continue our catch-up review of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. We are on the 5th case of the first game, which is of course Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where our case name is Rise from the Ashes. What has happened basically is a murder has happened, of course. We are set to defend the chief prosecutor, Lana Skye. But and we had cross-witness, a witness by the name of Angel Star. But seems Angel Star had a thing, a hatred, so yeah. And we are on the latter half of that trial. At least right now. Let's go. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface. No matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chamber. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who started to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner! Oh. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, or fire up his temper. That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least. I was your marshal! So I come to take a look at... So I come to take a look-see at how the hell's going. Looks like I'm lit. I got the home ranch locked down, tattered in a fort in enemy territory. That's hard to slip out, but what is going on over there anyway? All the places I've seen these last 2 days have been really on the edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, comprende? You could be worried about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Nah, don't that just be all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Etra's seen it too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Star wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horn. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I like to presume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. A furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You double. I couldn't think. You double. It can't be. It's can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continue on with the trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey! The temperature was 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah! You! Oh, hey. Sorry I'm late, Urgy. The road's been packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Urgy? How you been? Swimming much these days? Oh. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, Urgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Urgy? Seems like a nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but... Hear you? Aha! So you're righto! The attorney! I've heard good things about you, son! Thanks? So sorry about a little... me giving you all that trouble, eh? No, we should all go swimming together sometimes. Jolly! A little worthy? Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district! James Gant! Damon Gant! Pleased to meet you, everyone. So what do we owe the honor... So what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last claimed this corporate hasn't. But it's over here. Look at the poor fellow. I just want to help him right by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. His daughter wasn't just seeing things. When the crime scene occurred, this guy really was wearing that muffler. To think that was stuff in that sauce pipe. Or where he's hard, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could I miss such a vital piece of evidence? Your investigators are this lax. How do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistake in that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair! On the day of the crime scene, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clear this mess. Also clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. That kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah! The courtroom accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Why, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me? I wonder. Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch on. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to find my gravel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What's this mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 instant theme. But it's strange. Huh? What is? I'm not certain. I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that look a lot like this somehow. Ah! Don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared. Looks like this knife blade, the tip is broken off. And the stock been stained. Blood? There's been a knife found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between prosecutor and the police and this knife? Sure, sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department order is those incessantly. This knife's special. I can't say hi here. Unless there's evidence to prove connection between this knife and Goodman. There's a bad day for the department. We were denied ship to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. It's not a coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case, Yes, so I can't talk too much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's such information, Archie. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Objection! Wait a second. You're saying 5:15? That's the exact time Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, however, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Excuse me? Special? How to go by this particular knife? Anything else? Or anywhere else, sorry? Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Rachel. I can't say that knife. Not that. We established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? Why was there another knife? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime? I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's sell the knife while we can, righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try pretending the evidence that have me stunned all this time. So how are things down at the department? Something happened at the police department too, huh? Okay. Got a good look in your eyes there, righto, my boy! Sharp! Hungry! So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You're busy. With Lana's kiss and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed at the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact! Surprising? Surprising, isn't it, Urgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you can help, righto? I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me the data on your case. Oh, good one! This kid's sharp! Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It's what we call a force... Sorry, it's what we call in the force called a stabbing. With a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. You know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a little harder. By 15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time? What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling. But I say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. You can't! Please tell us more about the incident. How can you say there's no connection? Why? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, righto? You understand? Sorry, you understand, righto? Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Alright. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, But I can't say the crime scene took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? You would know about the evidence room, would you, righto? I can't say I've heard it. I've heard of it. I guess I should ask again if I want to learn a bit more about this evidence room. There's something strange about this and the place the body was found. So when did the murder take place? Sorry, when did the murder of the police department occur? Hey, that's a sharp question, Rachel. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. You can see it because I think I know what this is. That's safe, right? Yeah, okay. Got it. Wait a second. Ah, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Urgy? That's just great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S 12-2. Your Honor, it's upside down. Yeah, upside. The print name on this memo, it looks like it's right side up. But turn around and what do you get? Oh! Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing as that is written on this knife tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief. Oh well. I guess cuts out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say? Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice! 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 Good show, little Warby. It was a murder weapon as it happened. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. Alright. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. However, there isn't a connection there. Alright. Oh. Just trying to think this one out. And then murder. Oh, okay. I think I knew this one. Maybe. I think this one like first. Okay, let's see. Let me try presenting evidence here. Okay, no, that's not it. I think that's it. Nope. I think it's this Steven, but I need to double think of more. Alright. It's not officially linked. Let's reload. I think it's actually a different statement. Nope. You're okay. There's an connection. Okay. Make this one for. I think it's that. This one. Nope. I'm forgetting this one. Did not mean to. It wasn't that. Think. Not it. Nope. Okay, let's figure this one. Okay, doesn't mean no. That's 100%. Damn. Okay. Why did I do that again? Bad. Okay. Swing. Okay. Got it. Take the back. Oh, you mean back of the picture? The picture I have is this, that's about it. I'm trying to fake this one out. Why don't you just press again? Just press in case we get more information. Oh, crap. Alright. We would fix it. Well, I can't speak on what of course phone, but I can say a crime took place in the evidence room. Wait a second, I've heard of that. Oh, damn, what's that? Damn, what's that? Alright, reload. I'm gonna get our points back. Right! Freaking... Because the statement changed. The statement had changed. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that just in the testimony just now? And that was evidence in case it was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. A. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. There's a link between the two cases established. We finally have some leverage. Now we can get God to testify about the details. Chief? The defense's position is simply this. Connection between these two cases is already proven. You don't say. Well, Evan, righto, what's your connection? Yes, Evan, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lab was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in this very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my man 2 days to no, what you do is right here. Chief! I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part, pal. It hasn't been announced yet. At all. Can we get that information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll hold it, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh, well, kids' information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can get out of him. Well, that's for the victim's ID number first. Okay, how about you tell us the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you will tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We'll keep a tight lid on ID numbers. Sorry, we keep a tight lid on ID numbers. So don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. Oh, but you have to remember these. It drives me nuts. Hit 2. I can't do it. Didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number, the we picked up an ID card last time. Interesting. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. What does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Take that! Witness! What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. Oh, right, this was before that. No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out. Yeah, just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. Police department, prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho! Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm the defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait! That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. Didn't even get the first number right! Again! The number the chief of the police gave us was 5842189. Objection! Wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed at the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharpest attack, righto! Sharpest attack! But wait! Detective Goodman is our victim! She was cut up 5:15 at the underground parking lot! when he was killed, sorry. Yet, a detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So, what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time? And in completely different locations? Order, order, order! Chief! What does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Warby. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? Hi! Hi there! We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? It's right! Where have we heard that name before? Wait, excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premise? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lon Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department's evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, victim's name is written on the top right. Sorry, it's written right on the top of the report. Ah! Why didn't your officer tell me that? Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if the officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence on your part of duty on your part, 4V. But sir! We'll say, sir. Could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Warby. Okay. No such this time, Warby, or should I say, on Warby. What? Now, what is the second rule of evidence law? Oh, Mr. Ring? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. All measured evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? More use of a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. His report was on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Rachel over here. Good job, Rachel, my boy! Huh? Oh, I was doing my job. Oh. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Warby. With all those rumors. Yes, he did. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth? Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I'll do. You better give results this time. Really? You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. So we have 2 murders, the same time, the same person, but 2 different places. At least that's what's being presented right now. And 2 people being in charge. February 23rd, 1:20. So 2:15 p.m. White and Cool office. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim detective Bruce Goodman was stabbed to death at 5 on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the policeman are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Aren't you, at least? Alright, let's do it. Wow, she's in good spirits. I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these fixed-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science the Witsets! February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. No, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah. It was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words from a high school student. Well, wherever there was, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water of that oil drum washed it all away. Hey. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This decision calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? What a sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Let's give it a try. So just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. I'm testing bloodstains with this stuff? Not drinking it. Here, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? You test for blood reactions just by luminol on it. Like this, see? It's the expert and spray on. Spray it on. Okay, let's find bloodstains. Oh, we found one. That's a small bit of water. I can see your eye shining behind those glasses. So, is this a bloodstain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientifically investigation and action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't that strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. Okay, let's solve this scientifically. Alright, the perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there should be a little more blood? I definitely think so! I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe! It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there had to be a bit... There had to be... There had to have been more blood on than this. Hey, Mr. Ryan! I'm gonna mark the floor... Yeah, I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstains, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I said with my allowance to buy this. All testing fluids been received from one very proud-looking Emma Sky. Solution for scientific investigation finds blood traces, spray to use. Can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail only to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And let's drag this hidden evidence out into light of day. Yeah. Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess we should give this spray anything suspicious. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. A star! You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. This deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just... That kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. I'm just gonna press this and see where we go. That looks like a petrified piece of purple. No. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I think it's a petrifying piece of perfume to fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. On you, at least. Hmm? I had one of these until 2 years ago. Back when you were the Koffa Queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible! I wish I could be so sure. This... You want hot tea, right? Oh. We've already had this conversation. Oh, she didn't have interest in the shoe. Think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Lar. Your line was the problem. Listen, little girl. I had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time. This the SL9 instrument. It's written on a knife. And on that note. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? The knife was evidence from that case. A murder weapon. It was due for transfer the very day Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us a bit more about the SL9 incident? Might I consider to react to that? Okay, literally, I don't think there's any more evidence we can get her. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Mrs. Star, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that... I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied to the witness stand! That's unforgivable! Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the offense from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ah! I swore on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us. But what? So, you were the detective, weren't you, Mrs. Starr? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how you harden the criminal, when they face me, they cough it up. Cough it up? They confessed. They blobbed like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt that. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of a suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought somebody had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were fired? I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if those prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Oh, now we get that conversation because... That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? Years ago, it was the biggest case I ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any clearer than that. The only problem was, they never did find this as evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of the sort? Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed somebody with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself, I'm one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail. Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hadn't forgotten, and neither have I. We haven't forgotten SL9. There was another side to that case. A hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell! There is only one reason I can sell lunches at this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Mrs. Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives based on 9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Ricky. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. And you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch, receive Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Wow, thanks, game, for just straight up telling. Oh, yeah, right, you mentioned it. Miss Star, Officer Marshall, is he your, are you his. Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. Now he's so cold. Jake and I were merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Oh, okay, I was wondering. I'll try. Let's see if it's here. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Well, this place is as classy as today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edward's not here. I'm sure he's off doing an important investigation. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. I'm gonna... You won such a prestigious award. Why don't we just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you would think he'd want to show us this thing off more than that giant steel samurai. And again, Edgeworth has always been like that. Really? Hey, I should write this down! Tell me what it was like as a kid. Back in elementary school, he won awards for all kinds of things. Speech contests, essays, playing the flute, golf tournaments. That doesn't exactly sound like typical elementary school stuff. But he always hated receiving awards. He'll make some smart remark like, I know the path I walk. No one else needs to tell me. That's how he's always been. That gets under your skin, doesn't it? I think pretty sure the other ones are just the same, so we'll move on. February 22nd, 23rd, Police Department, entrance. It seems busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room's the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is! He's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene! Let's go take a look! Honor comes you here. Blue Badger is running around today. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. Alright, let's move on. February 23rd, police station, criminals first apartment. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder at the police. Sorry, there was a vicious murder of the detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. I don't ever want mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. So, doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. That was the chief of detectives. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Detective killed in the evidence room? Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything. Someone's getting a demotion. Must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know, the killer used dry ice. If you hit it between the latch and the door, the room could be sealed shut. This is good. I'll win our writer's awards for sure. He's not writing a report. He's writing a novel. Alright, let's actually take things serious. Alright, heard evidence room entrance guard this station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room, scene of the crime. I'm sure it seems that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's those cacti! They're so prickly, so imposing, hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is the guard station, where is the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yikes! Those sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Kiss in a cold, rigid shell with spikes pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. Won't open. You thought it would open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Look at the floor! A lasso! Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed! You sure have an active imagination. I'm trying to remember where I'm meant to go here. The swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I'd save you more if YARG! Myself. February 23rd, police department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? One stick lunch, please! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe? Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from lunchtime. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound. It was heartbreaking. Nice, no time for despair. We caught the criminal. Now we just need evidence. Criminal? You mean you heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? I'm the perpetrator. You have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But the country, he wasn't. Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch, pronto. Someone right here talking isn't going to the Belmont Valley. Oh, man, don't leave. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. But you should be over. So I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Oh, we can't get in yet. We need to go to the detention center. Part 24, detention center. Visitor's room. So, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stopped Detective Goopman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess he did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying! Me, a perpetrator! I'd say I was the perpetrator against, sir! That's what I say! Hi! Greetings, sir! Yeah, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premise? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Oh, Sir Mickens! You're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a lost little patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait. He isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't. Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh with me, sir. Huh? I know what you want to say. You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one for a girl with matching badges. Nowhere! I'm alone! All alone! Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Do you think you can have a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's one! My head was a blank until this very moment! But sir, now I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card! The card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I better pry into this a little deeper. Mr. Meekins, could you have a look at this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Mr. Meekins, it's sweet. Yay! I'm scared of nice, sir. It's okay. I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir. My dream, sir. I was being pale. Second bud, you don't have to look at the knife. He's reacting to the knife. I guess he's been for a lot. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get much. Sir! I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! Sir! Ow! I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir. And so, I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room is empty, sir. Normally there's a guard at the evidence room? That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Nah, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room, sir. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Ow! What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And then when I came to, I was here. Into the detention center. How are we out? Days? And may I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yeah, another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to live with me as if you have to live with me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then live with me as victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive, and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger... if I had to label him as a stranger or total stranger, then I say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him. Sir, I work in the tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives! So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stop him? Sir! I had no intention of killing him, sir! None! Nor do I have any recollection of killing, sir! Sir? At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand. How did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir! Don't you think you should just confess? But sir, there was nothing I could do! Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing you knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was on the Emerson room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I down, I saw gushing blood from my hands, sir! Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. I think we need to go to the evidence room. Now I'm trying to remember where I'm meant to go. Alright, what? Nope, nothing in the affairs office. Maybe I should print more stuff to Officer Menkins. There may be something we're missing. Oh. Oh, that's it, sir. That's it. That's the... Oh. It's... Wait, I think I should repeat... Damn. What was it? The Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So that means... This means I'm a free man! Innocent! If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up! If this is a dream, you better wake up right now. Hey, why do you have it? That's... Okay, yeah, that was... Yeah. You can only percent if there's a person there. Let's swing back. Let's swing back to the underground parking lot. We'll give that to Chick like I asked him. Oh, okay, right. You, Marshall, you, Oh, right, yeah. I got an eye. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's one! My hair was a blank until this... Oh, okay. Oh, we did... Oops. Oh! And this pop-up! Can you tell me what you do remember? That wasn't the last time I presented the card. Oh, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost alarm, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goopin was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show him his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir! That's what I'm trying to tell you! Okay. Did you ask Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. Okay. So I whooped and leapt at him. Did the human point a knife at him? Do unto the others before they do unto you. My father's own words, sir. What happened? What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Right. So, Albert Wiggins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Oh. Now, Elvis Regan said no Detective Goodman. And the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way knowing that the victim really was the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't know if anyone else actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? You still ended up here? Hey, Toby had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape was quite clear. Huh? The videotape? From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime! I swore to stamp it out! It's there! It's me! Oh, it's on the tape! And you waited until 9 to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll have my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess I better go check out the crime scene. Oh wait, we can take the pop. February 23rd, police department, criminal first department. Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the detective's desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure that this is all, hmm? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind the computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Ah, righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief God, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I was wondering, did you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Berto. I'm through with that stuff. What do I say? Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out here. There. The busy one. The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Or him or the Dancy Blue Badger? Force of habit. Force of habit. Is Edward going to be okay? Oh, worry? Oh, you know. They're doing the little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an imprecision. Yep. Well, they had no end of trouble with that boy since last year. You mean the incident at Gort Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defender's seat, doesn't it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? On karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it. So he was caught for forging evidence. Quit! I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. Then I guess the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why? They did just about anything to restore their reputation. Alright, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's not at all, I tell you! The detective getting killed on their turf too! I mean... They're being the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible! Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. People must stand in two locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives' traps shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops! I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can... Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, I don't think we can present any evidence to him. Okay. Oh, sorry I had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check for anything that might be a clue. They took every last piece of garbage in the trash can. And nothing belongs to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. You didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report. It's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21. Better make a note of that in this case. Just in case. It was also import, a half-written document dated 2/21. It only be submitted to the chief of police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Or what? Oh, it looks like he scribbled a thing. Okay. Maybe we should percent it. Nope. Oh, we need to go find Gumshoe potentially. Damn it! It's... Ah! Thanks, Eddie. Why do the options keep popping up after I check? Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Brighto asked me for help. I was wondering if you can investigate the evidence room. Hi, Brighto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate at all. Brighto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I get them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. As for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, that's a detective ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests. Don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just roll along and do your best now. Later, folks. Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we gotta go to the... we got to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Oh, the evidence room is behind that door. I'm gonna have the ID card from Chief Gunn. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader's turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well. What made my bambina sky so gray? Officer Marshall! Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him? Look for. As if you have summarized, this is my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what are you standing here for? Get along, little doggy. Crime scene's a win. It's like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy. I got no mind to take away from you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only say I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually. Yeah. Actually, you said you had no mind to tingle with us hombres. Hi. How about a stick? That smell. Ah, it reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on TV the other day. And this is from my baby. Yeah, Mrs. Starr. What's this? What? What's wrong? A Philly steak lunch? I see. I don't see. What does it mean? Steak lunch given the offer from Marshall. Alright, Bambina. You win. And he... Finally, it seems like... he's willing to talk! Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security of the evidence from the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's a job. I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, the poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Mickey. You know something? He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got the motive from Detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it. But I lost my fire from a job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was going down the highway on the back of my steed, Sippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Sippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These new bank machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kind of like that porco they sneak in the next... broccoli they sneak in next to their stick, you know. Mrs. Starr told us something. She said you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide regular on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Like a drinking hole on a Patteret fire. Right, I have to get used to these Western names, Western terms here. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved in the record books. It smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it, anyway? We heard the name so many times, but no one tells us exactly what happened. What actually happened. There were some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 years ago. Oh, so 2 days ago. Yeah. If our case. That's right. Evidence transfer. Ashworth was talking about the transferal too. I don't know what maybe 2 of these machines here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me machines, well, I like them as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my stick. The easiest one to understand are these here security cameras. Who's the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned? If that happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on the one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID that passes through. So this is the card records. Hey! I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is relative to the kiss yet. Mr. Wright! I saw the number on that record just now. I've seen the number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing it's about? We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective supervisions for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there were some mistakes, see? What happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. See now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. That happened to the SL9 2 days ago. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show me that ID card report again. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 514, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. Sorry, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room? Wait! What did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. He asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, comprendere. You win. Guess I can get this ID card back. I can give you this ID card record. You covered ID of all who entered the evidence room on 221. Found an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. The sheriff's back. The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. And about the only thing they trusted were their shooting hands. This is neither the wild nor west here. Ah, but that and this are two different things entirely. I guess so, huh? I'm lost. Looks like we need more evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Shit. Okay, no, it doesn't look like Marshall's going to work with us here. Don't know why I did that. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. But this is the evidence room. It really is kind of a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Miss Wright. You can't scare me. Eek! Whoa! Sorry. I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. So it's true what I heard? Is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I get them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desires. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. And guess what? You got permission from Chief. Now you're the boss for today. Please, thanks. First of all, you want to have this. Evan's room floor plans are added for records. Where's that? Where's it? Like the page for Attorney Trilogy. You show that to me every time you meet, pal. Romance to the police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. So, Detective Dunshee, your boss for a day? For today? That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're the boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm adamant though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. And my own Evans, locker, pal. You have a locker here too, Detective Gumshoe? Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is the inquiry committee right now? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fit. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that kiss. That kiss? Yeah, that kiss. The SLA incident, of course. Hmm? Okay, no. Okay. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you think, I think. Every locker is fixed every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using our ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh! You mean your fingerprints? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So the only locker we can open up is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. Those are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is the sensor. And the wrong person touches it. The snap! You get a shock. If that's what happens, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force who don't know about the fingerprint lock. Evidence locker. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lights up when it's open. Detective Goodman's notes. And that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection. That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big kiss, you know? A few years ago. That was when the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would the evidence from that kiss turn up now? I guess it's not over yet, pal. Maybe there are some ends left in that kiss. There we go. Nah, that was a bloody filing kiss. I didn't. So was a murder? A serial killing? Serial killing? Maybe I didn't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake. And Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. That was 2 years ago? And sorry, this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And started the rumor mill. Rumors about forced evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up for the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife, the victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Let me say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know about, I say nothing. Nothing! That's fine. That's fine, pal. Did you take a look at this? This is the ID card report of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. Oh, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time number. Whoa! What is it? So, that second number! It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth! What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth! What? What? Oh, looks like it's been updated. Why would Mr. Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal. Making me out of some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detectives responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like the Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck his shirt under that trench coat either. If you want to talk behind someone's back, do it in front of them, pal. Don't do it in front of them. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high tech around here. Some sort of bulky equipment is scattering dust here. Fishing pole. Metal detector. What's a sorry-looking fishing pole? What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is? Ah, that's my personal pole. Oh, yeah, last kiss. Okay, if I can see these letters, so we'll be back in a quick second here to see those letters. I am back. That was something, and okay, I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal. That's the metal detector. The one that led to solving the case out in Gord Lake. Remember? Right. Oh, that feels like it was easy to go. And I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it will come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. Yeah, it will. That cheapy looking box? You can't just a personal machine by its cover, by their cover. Gotta look at their heart. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. It looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Ryan! What if there are other bloodstains left in this room? We should use her testing fluid to check it out. Look! This one's open! And the red indicator light above the door is lit. The locker is coated with Detective Goodwin's fingerprints. Detective Goodwin's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. He must have taken the contents elsewhere. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. They're apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 isn't, pal. See the stickers on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. I wonder what shape those pieces were before. They weren't before it was broken. That was broken. You want to try putting them back together? Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tub of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bomb. Let's try putting the rest in place. Right, you can rotate, I forgot that. Enough. Okay. It's the order for the... Oh, yeah. No, that looks like top. Yeah, it looks like... No. It looked like that was gonna fit. Oh, there it was. Ah. Here we go. We're making progress. Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought. Oh, there we go. There's a piece missing. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. I promise finishing it. Are some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Simple jars melted to me, jar pieces back together, fragment piece missing. Look. I knew it! There's someone. This is someone's right hand. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine! It's yours? Please! You have to help me when they come and take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't hurt a fly. You did it for me, won't you, pal? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down in the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Hello. You checking the other ones beforehand? This must be one of the This must have been one matza full of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional, but what's your opinion, detective? Pale-blue blood? Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien! This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey! If you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Oh, hello. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for her to touch this spot if he fled the door. This might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminal testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Where did you get this, Emma? I almost buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down in floor plans. Oh. You can open lockers if your fingerprints isn't much. If you open it, they'll give you 50 cents. Note, the police department lacks faith in his lock system. Bro, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. And at the same time, he was found dead over in the prosecutor's office. Crap, I forgot about that. It was literally right there. It was right there. I just didn't look at it. I overlooked it. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Is that the gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. This evidence from the case, you know. You mean the SL9? It does have a tag on it. We're close and add to the court record. Tagged evidence of SL9 incidents. Extremely thin rubber glove. Hey, pal, look at the tag. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be landed out. I'm going to give him my report for the day. I recognize that thing. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of the flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm a pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. I'm summoning just because, man, there's blue and yellow paint here. That's all. This is all I need to paint a portrait of you, Mr. Wright. I'm wearing a red necktie, you know. Before we do anything, I want to swing by Meekins. Meekins, can you have a look at this? Never mind. Thanks, Meekins. Okay. Maybe she was all up for SL9 before. I thought they'd love to help. February 23rd, probably prosecution. It's the bad boy! Oh, I guessed. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window. A teacup in his hand. Right. He has a hotel bringing him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office, Curry. I am. By the way, Detective Gunship was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he's trying to consult me somehow. The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing's really taking a toll on him. Okay. Oh, right. I think the thing is... Right? Please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. It's alright! Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very flat manner. Honor. Who said it on anyway? Maybe just show him the best evidence I can get. Reacts Americanism. Oh, right! I better check this. Alright. As I was saying, what is this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Right, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. Oh, it's that screwdriver! He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. I'm curious about the other case. I better make a note of it. Screwdriver! Evidence of from a past case of Edgeworth's, brought back to the office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Text says AL16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth says. That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows, it might turn out to be a clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. Oh crap! It's SL9. It all has to do with that case you run SL9 and some dark suspicions you were wrapped up in. You're the man who revives the worst memories of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. I thought he didn't do anything, so I skipped. Ashworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. I know you probably got a hold of some information already, right? Yeah, okay. Skip that bit. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat it not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communication error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believed that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay with for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However, something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Still, wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. Head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That waggy old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago, too then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him, obviously. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code. I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wants to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid. Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminium powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Ashworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and those fingerprint files for everyone involved. I am... Thanks? How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Here is that. Recovers fingerprints from hand prints for With fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Damn. Maybe I attended too late. There's a moment you can literally have Ed for talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Oh well. And the Angel Star's gone. We've got a little bit of fingerprints, and we'll wrap up after the investigation. Here. February 23rd, Evans Room, Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's Evans logger. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I already can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. I'm actually curious about it because yes, you actually used the mic, but how do this work here? Emma's starting to get that spark in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminium powder around. Huh? How do you do that? The X button, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. Aluminium powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do we do that? With the triangle button. Exciting, no! Imagine you blowing out the candles on your birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. Thanks for getting used to it though. It's fine, it won't go up your nose or anything. Just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprints, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. Ah, you did it! You found one! But it looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down! That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigation. Okay. But it does seem... Jim. Why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. I see a print! It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Hello. You are fingerprint. You look like you could be fingerprints. And hello! What do we have here? They are definitely fingerprints. It's clear. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. We're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding the fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left those prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who that is? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints will we most likely find on this locker? Evan's locker. Wow, this is a... This is weird, because I'm so used to playing this on the 3DS where it's like a lot different, so it's getting used to the new layout. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Give me this. So what, Luke? I guess that's probably what I was thinking. So what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time. But there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. This is where we got luminous fluid reaction, right? Right! There was a handprint here! Okay, wanna try using this? There goes her eyes sparkling in. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit! Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood is wiped away, right? You only end up finding the chemical means. And then use chemical means. Any prints in that area would have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability for hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try and find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Oh, we got a reaction there. Aha! I see a fingerprint. Oh no, make it to... Wait, I think I know who it might be. Nope. Nope. Oh, it is Marshall. I got... Right. Hey, these fingerprints, they're... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall fingerprints added to the court records. Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. Prints have been wiped. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. These are decisively different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. Luminal reaction. The blood on the fingerprints are all the same. Sorry, in the same place. Sorry. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. But why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. We'll wrap it up here. The child's gonna... We can leave the child for his own run. I need to get some sorted anyway, so... partial game for me. I need to get and something I needed to do. But no, our office up here. Hope you have a good day. It was a week. We'll be back on this Sunday because, as I said, I want to get through the trilogy before Apollo comes out. So, and I know how long you're going to get in the long run, considering how long this is going to be. So we'll come back to this on Sunday. Other than that, I hope you have a good day. It was a week. And next weekend, I'll see you next time. Bye.